Okay, welcome everybody. Game number 2 between the Philos and Algernon. And oh no, what is this? 2, 3, 4. 4 TC starts, 4 town center start, and there are 4 King Alfonsos. 4 kings, I think. Or only 1 king. No, 4 kings. There are 4 scouts, there are trade cards, which you might want to delete the trade card just to get the extra pop space. And oh, also a castle. Are there 4 castles or just 1, 2, 3? Oh no, I can see it here on the overlay. I'm an idiot. 3 castle for both players. Red sending in his castles to die. His trade cards probably to scout a bit and just to die. Oh, and there's also a monument. Oh my god, this map. 40 seas, 4 kings, 3 castles, a monument. Dear lord. And what units can be created at this monument? Oh, maybe we can see some monkey boys. Oh, and the resources start at 100. Resources start at 100, so we don't have the resources from a regicide start. Check here, yeah, trade cards dying to the castle fire. Villager count, a bit better for Algernon. Algernon actually, rats, only seeing 1 TC making villager, even though he has the food to queue a bit more. Algernon, on the other hand, yeah, it's hard. It's going to extremely hard to keep 4 town centers running, and this town center is pretty much useless. Look at that, can't even take the, what are they called again? The water buffalo. He can't even take the water buffalo beneath the TC. Okay, let's look at the rest of the map generation. Actually, red has the same, but red has shallows underneath, so he can still take the water buffalo like he's doing right now. The only thing I see for red is that both of his castles are in the back here, and this castle is in the front. Meanwhile, Algernon, this one isn't kind of in the back. This one as well, and yeah, this one also kind of in the back. So king snipes, since there are 4 kings, probably not going to see any king snipes. With all the castles, they are kind of defended to early aggression, so I'm expecting to see both players go for a fast castle. And it's a shame I cannot check which unit is being created in the middle. We need to wait until one of the players makes a unit in the middle and see what it is. Look here, villager count is even now. Let's look at how they're using the villagers. 25 on sheep for reds, 5 trained units, 3 lumberjacks, 2 hunters, 2 foragers. Then Algernon, 14 foragers, 13 shepherds, 8 lumberjacks, 6 trade cards. So Algernon has way more on berries. Does have the middle now. Oh, and there's also Goths, Japanese. Okay, I didn't really check the civilizations because I was so looking at like the map generation. So Goths, Japanese. Normally Japanese should always be favored to win here, since they are actually the stronger infantry civ. If Goths try to go for infantry span, Japanese can just counter it with their own infantry, which is stronger. But on a start with this 4 town center start, you're going to have a huge economy so soon, and then the Goth span might actually be better here. So on this 4 town center start, Goth span might be stronger, and we already saw a 4 TC start with the previous games today, and in those sets nobody took his rhinos. The winning player was the only one who took 2 of his rhinos and who was able to get up to the fuel age first. And now, as you can see, red is taking his rhinos as well, and red is also the first one to click up to the fuel age. And I think that clicking the first one up could be important here. Did Algernon take his rhinos? No, it doesn't seem like he did. The rhino's still over here. The rhino next to this town center. Can't really see it. That might be his as well. So yeah. Algernon not taking his rhinos. So the rhinos are like the same equivalent as the boars. It does have the middle, it does have the villager lead of course, because Red just idled his town centers to click up to the village faster. Now the thing is, what will be the best strategy here? Because if you keep making villagers out of 3 town centers like Algernon is doing, you're going to have a huge villager lead, but you're going to be way later up to the feudal and the castle age. So at this point, Red could go for some feudal aggression. He's actually going for a bit on stone. Not going for any stable units of some sort. Also, Algernon is the one in the middle, not making a unit over there. I think Algernon is just going to go with a lot of economy. Like, he is now 75 villagers already. 75 villagers! What? Like, go for a big economy, try to survive the early pressure from Red, and then go pretty fast up to Imp and use the cough spam to win him the game. Like, as you can see now, Algernon's up to feudal, while Red is already up to castle age, and Red, I think, yeah, Japanese, they do have pretty bad knights, and the Woolulu Kingdoms, they do have bloodlines, so they're a bit better, but with the castles, maybe he can just spam samurai. Spam and samurai, while Algernon is still in the feudal age. There are the castles defending here. That's something that wasn't there in the other 4 town center starts. So you are a bit more secured. Algernon still not taking his rhinos. No, not taking a single of his rhinos. Going for blacksmith market. Yes, a lot of food. Yeah, a lot of food to go for the fast castle. 77 villagers, 78. Let's look. Yeah, it's keeping 1 DC idle just so he can click up to the castle age as soon as his buildings finish. Red going for 2 barracks. Going into the champion line because he is expecting the Goth spam. And already wants to prepare his infantry. Algernon, you found the market. Let's go. Trade. Come on. The trade cards are right next to it. Probably needs to wait until his market is finished. Now we can trade. Oh, come on. Use them. Yes, there we... Did he click? No, still... Oh, come on. Would be so nice. Oh, there we go. This is why he didn't lure the rhinos. Tried to lure one in and lost a villager. No, no 4 castles. 3 castles. 3 castles. 4 villager, 4 town centers. There we go. Samurai, man-at-arms, and siege coming out. Now Algernon needs to survive for a bit. He hasn't made a single military production building. Oh, same deck. I'm wrong. He made some barracks and he's going for more barracks. There we go, with the trade cards, 20 gold each. That's 60 gold right there, ladies and gentlemen. 60 gold that he's stealing under the nose from Red. Well, you started with the trade cards, might as well use them, right? And luckily for him, Red made a market. Like, there's no castle near or anything, so Algernon can just keep trading. So here we go, pressure coming in from Red. I think he could have been a bit sooner. Took a while for him to create his mangonels. And yeah, what's Red doing? Is he still adding in his economy? Let's go to his point of view. Another stitch workshop, wheelbarrow, and still town centers idle. I think he should keep creating villagers though. He needs to keep creating villagers. Does have the rest, like Reds did good job going for the really fast castle, but now he needs to keep creating villagers and go with heavy siege. So use your wood and your gold to make more mangonels to put pressure on blue here. and then use the food to make more villagers to catch up to the economy from Algernon, the blue player here, who has more economy because he went later up to the fuel and to the castle age. But look at that. Like I was expecting, an early Imperial Age from Algernon here. Early Imperial Age. But he doesn't really have the resources to go for a spam, and he's losing a town center. He's going to be housed even more. Trying to make some knights to pick off the mangonels, but looking too good for him. Where are you making houses? A lot of idleness as well. 11 idols. Don't see any houses coming up from Algernon. Come on, man. And he just used up all of his wood. He just used up all of his wood to repair the town center. He will be in the Imperial Age, but he will not have resources. There we go, sending out that one knight to set the mangonels a bit away, saving him a bit more time. But yeah, the thing with the fast end, I don't think he got a lot of economy upgrades. I don't think we saw hand carts and wheelbarrow come in for Algernon here. I know that Red got wheelbarrow, but I don't think that Algernon did. And look at this, this is what you need to do as Red. Put on the pressure, but Red. Make villagers. Oh, sorry, I'm on Algernon's point of view again. God damn it. There we go. Is he making villagers? Nope. Well, he has a few kills in one town center. But he's also getting housed quite a lot. Yeah, that's true. He wasted a lot of wood repairing that town center. Normally, in a normal game, you would keep repairing just to stop your opponent from sending his army into your economy. But even if the town center went down, these villagers can just run towards the right hand side and it will be protected by the castle. But yeah, Algernon doing a good job running around with the knights and picking up the mangonels. A bit sloppy from Red there, not keeping his mangonels alive. Trade cards still going. But now Algernon, yeah, thing with early imp, like I said, not any economy upgrades. Not enough of economy upgrades. Even though he has 97 villagers, the resources are not coming in as fast as he hoped for. Still needs to get the military upgrades from the castle age as well. Arson squires tracking. This is giving Red time. Even though he's in the Imperial Age, this is giving Red time to come back. Red, but still not adding in enough eco. Why are their town centers idle, Red? 4 town centers are idle. You're only at 83 villagers. You need more. You need at least 100 villagers. Ooh, this could cost him badly later on in the game. This could be bad for Red if he does not add in more economy. Algernon, on the other hand, still house, getting perfusing, getting anarchy, getting forging. He's desperately getting all those upgrades. Now finally dropping down a lot of farms. These rhinos will have survived this great game. Trade cards in the back of the base, not doing anything, while the trade cards from Algernon have constantly been taking some gold. Only 20 gold per trip, but in the end of the game we will see that it's already a few hundred golds collected for him. Also, not seeing any military being created. Ooh! Furious the monkey boy. Furious the monkey boy. 99 attack. They can take out everything almost in one hit. Take out town centers in 3 hits. The only problem is they only have 9 HP. But he's making Furious the monkey boys with a few of those. If he sends this one inside to the gold from Algernon here, it just could completely demolish all those villagers. Huskarls are a bad choice. Well, if he goes in a straight up fight versus the samurai and the pikemen or the halberdiers, the Huskarls will get destroyed. But I think Algernon is just going to send the Huskarls, avoid the army, and go raid the economy. Just spam Huskarls into the economy from your enemy, and like with the 4 town centers, the economy is so widespread that Red cannot defend at all the same sides at once. So by that standard, I think that going for the Huskarl raids all over is a good idea, but that means that he is going to give Red the army advantage, and if Red goes with a lot of siege, Red could maybe kill Algernon before Algernon has been able to do enough raiding. Come on, use the monkey boy. Why aren't you using the monkey boy? I would love to see the Furious Monkey Boy being created. Yeah, I think Algernon also needs to tag into champion. Sorry. But keep in mind, tagging into champion takes way longer than tagging into Huskarl. Because for champion you need to get men-at-arms, you need to get longswords, you need to get two-handed swordsmen, you need to get champion. Well, for Huskarl you only need to get elite Huskarl. But I feel like he should be raiding. I really feel like he should be raiding all over a bit. Let's look at the Fog of War from Red. Yeah, with early trade cards they scouted almost everything. They know almost all the economy from the opposing players. Algernon, same for him, he knows the gold locations, you know, the castle locations, the stones. Might send some Huskarls over there. There's nothing protecting these foot villagers. Send some Huskarls over here. But I feel he's waiting too long. He's really waiting too long. And now he's going to fight. He's going to push on this side. He should not be pushing. He should not be pushing with Huskarls and Trebuchets. He should be raiding with Huskarls. Oh no, he's going to go for a straight up fight here. Algernon, no, no. Look at the Huskarls getting completely chewed up here by the elite samurai. Throwing away most of his army. 44 military versus 20. Castles will go down versus Japanese trap, which fire faster with the unique upgrades. Let's see here, the castle, don't know what this castle will give him. Did hear the Furious Monkey Boy. Oh, he got taken down by the Huskarls over here. So yeah, look at that 4 trebuchets, a lot of samurai. Oh, Algernon. Oh, where are all the villagers there? Oh, look at this, look at this, look at the Furious Monkey Boy. Look at the Furious Monkey Boy killing like 4 or 5 villagers there. And now Algernon saying, what the fuck, more villagers going down. Doesn't have ballistics. There we go, Furious Monkey Boy. Getting exploded. You should know that you can create units at the monument in the middle. So you should not be surprised by that. And yeah, look at that. Villagers going here. Actually, Red is the one doing more of the raiding. And okay, this is good. This is kind of good, delaying the economy, but I think Algernon waited too long. I think Algernon waited way too long to raid, and now Red has such a big army, so many samurai, so many trebuchets. And yeah, Algernon again. I don't think he has university. I didn't see chemistry come in. And he's still sending in elite Huskarls versus samurai. Algernon, come on! What are you doing? Why isn't he attacking into hand cannon? Why isn't he raiding like he should be doing? I feel like he threw his advantage that he had with the early Imperial Age. This death ball of an army cannot be stopped now. And there we go, GG, well played, being called. Yeah, he went up to Imperial Age really early, but didn't use it to his advantage. Look at the resources here. Yeah, military insane, of course. Elite samurais will chew up those Huskarls. 250 trade profit though. Look at that, 250 gold with the trade cards and more villagers for Algernon.